Being Gen Z can be crazy. Balancing life and the pressure of social media. Worry not. We've been there, we are there, or we will get there. It's Gen Z Central on Hot 87.7.
It's Saturday afternoon, and you know what that means here on Hot 87.7 FM. Welcome to Gen Z Central. This is the ultimate hangout spot for Zambia's coolest gen. We're always excited to share our Saturday afternoons with you, and we would like you to share your opinions as well. We're here every Saturday from 1400 hours to 1500 hours, and it's an hour full of excitement and lots of fun. Remember, you can also follow us on our socials at Hot FM on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. The topic of today is colorism and light skin privileges. We all try to act like these things don't exist or don't matter, but it's time to bring this topic back to the light. Me, Wellington, Namwila, Candace, and George will dive into the conversation, and we will be later joined by Joyti Chatlani, who is a digital content creator who has weird choices when it comes to food.
That's one way to put it.
Weird choices when it comes to food.
But it's crazy, and it's all going down on Gen Z Central right here on Hot 87.7.
Gen Z Central on Hot 87.7.
Right, we are on Gen Z Central Hot 87.7, and we're talking all things weird choices, you know? Namwila, before we get into it, there's a little something that went down, you know, over the week. Well, I mean, it's been like 2 weeks now of it going down. And I think I want us to hear it a little. I just want us to get into that.
And in other news, Joyti, a 20-year-old Zambian influencer, has the entire country on a chokehold. It is alleged that Joyti was seen in a TikTok video eating impwa sandwich. According to Dwayne Chanda, making impwa sandwich is a waste of toast. Joyti, a young influencer known for her fashion and her lovely personality, will now be known as the girl who eats impwa sandwich.
Good morning to those that love impwa. Let me show you guys what I like to eat for breakfast, okay? So I do this thing where I get impwa, right? And I put it in bread, and then I put it in the toaster. It's like an impwa sandwich. Too good. Too good.
Chatlani, you're here. You need to let us know. You need to let us know what's going on.
I mean, I'll start with saying it's not weird. I think it's creative, guys.
To put impwa in a sandwich?
But have you tried it though?
I don't eat impwa. Impwa
Guys,
is poison.
That's the thing with you guys. Don't know how to cook impwa. When you cook impwa properly, like it tastes so good. That's the thing. You need to cook it nicely.
How do you cook it?
It's a whole procedure, guys. You need to fry it nicely. You need to make sure the texture is good. It's cut properly. And then it tastes, if you can eat eggplant, then you should love impwa, like completely, because impwa is actually really good.
When you first posted the impwa sandwich video, did you think it would blow up?
No, I didn't actually, because it's just impwa, guys. Like impwa is nice, generally speaking.
So that's like a random snack that you have?
Yes, and people keep asking me like, do you actually eat it? Yes, I eat it a lot, actually.
Really?
Yes.
And people are calling you a weird snack trend type of person because it's from fried okra with rice and peanut butter with noodles.
I don't know about who said peanut butter with noodles, and I saw the fried okra with rice was from Lombe. I've never tried, but I'm interested in trying now. The peanut butter with noodles is a different level. Like, I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest. I have no idea, man. Like,
what's been the wildest reaction you've received since the impwa sandwich went viral? Are people questioning your taste buds?
I mean, I don't know. Hey, I'm about to get back into food reviews because I do food reviews. So let's see what people are going to say now. You know? But I think I just have exquisite taste. I think it's been so interesting to see the reaction to it. It's been interesting. Like, I've seen companies doing ads with the impwa sandwich on them. I've seen someone did a beat. Like, yeah, it's just been a really fun response. Overall.
What really gave you the confidence to post something so controversial?
Because it's so nice. Impwa is nice.
I'm trying to figure out.
Impwa on toast, guys. Yo, I wish I brought some for everyone. I should have brought some because then you would have been walking out of here like, wow, my life has changed. This is so beautiful. Like, I'm telling you.
That's insane.
I know, right? Our topic today is colorism, right?
Yeah.
And I remember when I was scrolling through my social media, I saw people bashing you over, oh no, you got your job because of you're light-skinned and whatever. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, I feel like this is something I had spoken about on my actual media at a point, but I had said, like, if you really look at my jobs, it has nothing to do with me showing my face. So that can't be the case. I do understand that colorism is a thing. I think both negatively and positively. I've experienced both ends of things. There's negative colorism and there's obviously positive colorism. And in as much as we want to be like, yeah, light-skinned people don't have privileges, they do to an extent, I will say. There are certain people that do take you more seriously if you're of like a lighter skin tone or whatever. But I think one thing I really appreciate with my job is that that hasn't been the case, because my work does speak for itself. So if you've seen me work, then you've seen, like, I really know my stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think that's the case.
That's amazing. I love that you've spoken of that, because people easily look at you, they look at how expressive you are with your job, with the things you do, and they're like, you know, she's only there because she looks a certain type of way, or she sounds a certain type of way.
Even the time I'd gone to Livingston and like a brand deal, literally it was the same, like, oh yeah, we know these things, pretty girl privilege, but I wasn't even allowed to be in that content. You know,
you're making it for other people.
And women hired me. And if you look at my clientele, over 80% of them are women. I don't work for men anyhow anymore, because, you know, men get a bit weird. So my main clientele is women. And so I don't think that's the case, even if it's going to be women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. As we wrap up the conversation, you're now the Impwa sandwich girl.
Proudly. It was so nice.
You even changed your handle.
You're Lady
the founder.
If I could put it on a t-shirt, I would. Like, on my birthday, someone put me on a billboard next to Impwa. Like, just do that.
Yay. Because you and George are probably in the same category. When we go eat Shima, George is the only one who has Impwa on the plate.
See, that's how he's woke. He's up to something. He's up to something.
That's literal poison. But anyway,
no. We'll let it be.
We'll let it be.
My last question to you, Chatlani Jyoti, is that we're now in a very special time as people that are using the internet. There's monetization through the platforms themselves, and also you being a brand and a business. You're one of those people who started off, you know, doing your social media thing, and you've been able to monetize it in different ways, including your talent and your expertise. Your message to Gen Zs that are listening across the country on Hot 87.7, I mean, if something like Impwa can make you trend,
right?
What are you sitting on?
I'll
That
tell
is
you
the
this.
next big
I'll give you a
thing.
sneak peek on something. I'm currently working on putting an Impwa burger with on the menu at a restaurant, and we're gonna name it the Jyoti Special.
Oh,
so that's really exciting. I'm excited. Look at her looking at me like I'm crazy.
I'll just order it for the sake of
Guys, I'm telling you, once this thing is out, like, just order. I'm telling you, it's gonna be really nice. Anyways, but so see, it's always things like this, like the small. I was on a podcast this morning. I was doing a podcast interview, and I was telling them it's always small things like this where you're really authentic to yourself. I know we preach about like authenticity and consistency all the time, and I hate it so much because it sounds like a broken record, but it's actually the truth. It's when you have a personality of your own and you have opinions that you stand by. If your chat is, I love Impwa and I want to have Impwa the whole day, breakfast, lunch, supper, that's your personality, that's your opinion. Stand on it and put that out there. There's a difference between taking inspiration and copying. So you could do both, you could mix them, but to be honest, I think copying is where a lot of us get it wrong. You know what I mean? So find what's unique to you, find your unique point, and put that out. If it's Impwa, if it's carpenter salad, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Just find your unique point, put it out there, be consistent with it, and stand on it. Because once, the thing with having a unique point that's your opinion and your personality, no matter who says or does what, you're going to continue to put it out, and you're going to be consistent because it's what you believe in, and it's going to take you far.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's been so fun.
It has been. And you know what? Chatlani is not just a trendsetter in that way, because there's people that are doing more. There's people that are doing way more with their food. Let's listen to one more. And on the other side, we get into some music by Beyonce and Wizkid. And it features Blue Ivy, actually. Blue was in this particular one. It's titled Brown Skin Girl. The conversation is colorism and light skin privilege. Johnny Kalenga says peanut butter with noodles goes down.
Skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. Never trade you for anybody else. And a brown skin girl. Your skin just like pearl. It's the best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Singing.
Says she really grew up poor like me. Don't believe in nothing but the Almighty. Just a little jeans and a pure whitey. She never dreamed forever be nobody wifey. Yeah. She well, I mean a pretty but your heart is a miss. Play you like a villain cause she caught in a way. Tonight I am walking away. 9 to 5 mine and a grind, yeah. Tonight I might fall in love. Depending on how you hold me. I'm glad that I'm calming down. Can't let no one come control me. Keep dancing and call it love. She fights it by falling slowly. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told me. Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Your back against the world. I never trade you for anybody else. A brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in all the world. I never trade you for anybody else.
Pose like a trophy when Naomi's walking. She need an Oscar for that pretty dark skin. Pretty like Lupita when the camera's closing. Drip broke the levee when my Kelly's rolling. I think tonight she might braid her braids. Melanin too dark to throw her shade. She minds her business and winds her waist. Go like 24K. Okay.
Tonight I might fall in love. Depending on how you hold me. I'm glad that I'm calming down. Can't let no one come control me. Keep dancing and call it love. She fighting but falling slowly. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told me. Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Your back against the world. I never tried you for anybody else. A brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in all the world. I never tried you for anybody else.
Oh, have you looked in the mirror lately? Wish you could trade eyes with me. Cause there's complexities in complexion, but your skin is glow like diamonds. Dig me like the earth, you be giving birth to everything alive, baby, know your worth. I love everything about you, from your nappy curls to every single curve, your body natural. Same skin that was broken, be the same skin taking over. Most things out of focus view, but when you're in the room, they notice you. Cause you're beautiful. Yeah, you're beautiful. Gon' fall in love with you in all of your glory. Your skin is not only dark, it shines and it tells your story. Keep dancing, they can't control you. They watch and they all adore you. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told you. Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Your back against the wall. I never tried you for anybody else. Say brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. I never tried you for anybody else. Say
skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Best thing.
20 years of turning up the heat. Turn it up. Still blazing the airwaves. Hot FM at 20. The heat is on.
This is Gen Z Central on Hot FM.
The time is 14:20 hours, and this is Hot 87.7. You're tuned into Gen Z Central now. Today we're talking about colorism and light skin privileges, and it's something that has been brought down, and now we're trying to bring it back to the light. I want to ask my co-host here, does light skin privilege exist, and are you on the negative or positive end of it?
Candace,
why me?
Why me? I think they've seen the poster, so they know. Why?
They know.
Oh, so you think I do actually have a privilege because I'm light?
We're asking you.
We're asking the question.
Are you have seen the posters? Anyway, I think it does exist, and I'm on the positive side of it.
Okay.
I'm not going to explain further.
Namuela?
Light skin privileges. Personally, for me, I feel like it doesn't really exist. It's just a notion that people have created because subconsciously it's assumed that someone that is light-skinned or someone that is pretty is not really considered as smart. You get my point? So they can't achieve certain things because, I mean, how come you're working in a bank and you are light and you're pretty? Because, subconsciously people think, oh no, maybe people that are light, God can give you everything. Sungan kind of beauty, skin plus my brains. How? You know what I mean? So I feel like it doesn't exist. But am I on the positive or negative side? I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think light skin privilege definitely exists. Whether I'm on a positive or negative side, I feel like men are judged on a different scale. I think for us, it's how heavy our pocket is. That's when you know if people don't like you or like you based off something that you own. So I don't know if I'm on the positive or negative end of that, but I do believe it exists.
It exists. I've seen it consistently throughout the industry that I work in, which is the media industry. The favoring of the lighter person over the blacker person or the darker person, darker person. You know what I mean? The only thing that saves most of us is that we can speak good English and we're well researched and well informed. You get what I mean? Like the battle comes into information.
I feel like it's not just about it happening in like workspaces or something like that. I feel like it happens even in day-to-day life or just sometimes in social life. So right now we're just gonna play some voice notes that we collected throughout the week, and we're just going to let us know how the viewers feel about it.
I am on the positive end of light skin privilege. I can't lie to you, I've gotten so many opportunities because of the color of my skin. In fact, there's nothing in my life that I've ever gotten based off my merit. It's all because thanks to the skin, my genetics, I'm what you call superior genetics. Like, they make me a better person just for existing.
All the girls just think our problems. So whenever they hear light skin, they don't want, they just want the dark skin.
Actually don't think it does exist because I stole my current girlfriend from a light-skinned dude, so yeah, I guess it does not exist. No, I'm dark-skinned, so yeah.
These things. If it's the girl who said that her skin is what got her everywhere, that's wild, guys. For you
superior genes.
No.
She's just saying what she
it's her way.
She
That's
said
what's
it.
happening. Like, yeah, it's a fact.
It's the truth. It is
She's
the
grateful
truth.
for her skin. Embrace it.
That's too deep. I wouldn't be proud of that though.
Really?
No.
I don't think she's proud of it. She's just saying
She
that
is proud of it.
her skin got her so many places. Like the color of her skin got her so many places. And she's just saying it's still doing that. She's not saying that she's proud of it. She's just telling it like it is.
Yeah.
But did she have to like turn down her merits though? She's like, my merits haven't gotten me
No,
anywhere.
she just she feels like based off her skin color, that's what got her where she is.
Exactly. So that's
but
what
her
I'm
merits,
saying.
she still has maybe good grades or good, but then she doesn't think she's got stuff out of.
She's just bringing out the highlight of it. That okay, I got it because of my color, so it is what it is.
All that matters. I think all that matters, all that she's saying is, the grades don't matter as long as she's got the skin. I remember the point that I brought forward, like for some of us who are darker, we have to prove ourselves, we have to speak the English, we have to be researched. But if somebody's got the face, they've got the light skin and everything like that, you don't even have to measure their intelligence. Automatically you think they've got the edge over somebody.
But what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or anything like that. I'm okay with it, I'm okay with everything, but I'm just saying, okay, that's good, you're proud of it, that's good.
Okay, question first. So the light skin privileges falls both on the male and the female, or mostly on the female?
I feel like it falls back on the women.
But I also want to say,
mostly.
I think, should we listen to more people's views?
Yeah, okay, wait, before we do that, I want to clear Namila's point. On the male side, I feel like dark skins are more
they're dominating.
Yes.
Because most people would say light skinned are problems.
Yes, and most of the light skins just look.
And that was the guy. He actually said,
he said he's dark skin.
He said I'm dark skin. I got my girlfriend, and the other one said I'm light skin, so the girls don't prefer us. They look at us
because of their reputation that they've brought.
They've created that for themselves.
Yo, guys, it's going down on Gen Z Central right here on Hot 87.7. Let us know what you are thinking and what you're doing, but we need some music in this place.
That's right. As we're having this conversation, we hope that you can transform into your final form. Here's Sampa the Great.
Judging by the basics, y'all already comfortable, stuck up in the matrix. Basic, past credentials, but understand your favorite rapper, peep my gold potential. I'm out of shame, been past it, trying to fit the circle cause I don't know how to act. Half of y'all was steady, insecure, don't try to backflip, just because the seasoning and flow's already active. Only 4 years, fantastic, young veteran, new classic. Now I knock the walls off, the whole key, we gon' hinge the whole door off. I'm still AD, never forget it. It's life after death, roll the credits. I hate to say my feelings for you still exist. Credit my maker, take a trip to see Jamaica. Molly spirit with the vapor, back design, that's in nature. Africa, the new America, I hope I earn this permanent. And this I put my pen in it, got my land and my permit with it. Bone on my bone, flesh off my flesh. Greatness in me, you can't make me feel less. Let's hold, I'm not impressed. Best mode, got my afro like an empress. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Black power. First name Eve. Somebody ate the food they told the great to never eat. I'm dripping, DNA seeds like I'm born gray. I be mad 2 G's. Third war in it, first war I dated. No mentor, all my heroes assassinated. We been here, reincarnated. Tryna finish what they started and we made it. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Great state I'm in all states I'm in. I might find a form in my melanin. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power.
Power. Final form coming through from Sampa the Great right there. Beautiful piece of music. We now continue with the conversation right here on Gen Z Central.
That is true. Now we get into our main conversation, and I think we need to start off by purely discovering and understanding what colorism is and how it has influenced the beauty standards. Now, colorism is basically preference of a certain tone of skin or a certain tone of color over another. And I think because we're Africans, we all know our colors are brown, caramel, chocolate, however you want to describe it. And so colorism can be seen as, picking a specific part, a specific side of our blackness. Now, colorism traces its root back to to colonialism, slavery, and social hierarchies that favored lighter skin tones. Historically, lighter skin tones were often associated with higher status, privilege, and beauty, while darker skin was unfairly linked to negative stereotypes. Now, these biases seeped into media, into fashion, into social norms, and they shaped our standards of beauty as society. And even today, as we've heard from our voice notes, people still understand and live by these standards. From job opportunities to relationships, colorism has influenced how people are perceived and valued, often placing those with lighter skin at an advantage. However, it's worth celebrating all skin colors because we come in different shapes, sizes, forms, and even skin tones as well. There's diversity in beauty, and there's also diversity in challenging what that beauty standard is. I love the part that it says colonialism, played a huge role in shaping what colorism is, but I'm more interested in understanding colorism before the white man came, because our skin tones in this room are not influenced by white genes. I hope, right? Like there's no white person in the somewhere. So if it was before the colonial master, did colorism exist? Is my question.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I feel like it didn't.
Really?
I feel like
people
maybe
just understood who they were, and they accepted them for,
Like, I feel like people were just living as one, and they didn't really classify themselves apart from those kingdoms and stuff like that. But otherwise, when it comes to skin tone and color and everything like that, I feel like no one even paid attention to that stuff until the colonists came
and did their thing.
Yes.
Media representation is a big part when it comes to colorism. George said something about some of us only have jobs because we have accents. We also. Can you please quantify your answer?
I think it's true. If you check out most award shows, both Zambian or the Greater Africa, in any case, you'll find that majority of presenters that are selected for those award shows are only selected because they are, light. There might be somebody who might be even much more equipped than the light-skinned person, but then because they're just like the lady who did the voice note said, just because they have those superior genes, quote unquote, they are automatically selected. But for somebody who is dark-skinned, and I've personally experienced this or seen people experience it, you have to fight twice as hard, to show yourself that you are the smartest, or you are smart, or you can do it, you're capable. Like you always have to prove yourself, and that is extremely exhausting as compared to somebody who is just like light skin. You can just say this person can do the job because they're light skin, but you have to prove yourself and do some tasks for you to be selected.
No, George, you said for you to get your job, or some of you had to be good at your English and whatever, right? So meaning you qualify to have that job, right? Today, if you go with somebody who's light-skinned and you are doing the job, you qualify for that job, they'll pick you because you qualify. So I don't get why you say no, why you're supporting to say no, light-skinned are favored. Because you qualify for your job.
Okay, so this comes back to how light-skin privileges work in every day-to-day life. The light skins don't actually know that it's happening, but it's actually happening. The people who actually feel the impact are the darker people. Because if I were to come to the media industry, like everyone is just bringing up right now, they're going to choose someone who looks more appealing. And for now, that the standard that's been set is that light skins are more appealing to look at or something like that. So even if this other person is well qualified, well spoken, they know that, these are just skills that we can train this one to do, and we'll pick her because she looks more appealing. We'll train her and everything like that. The one who already knows the part and everything like that, they don't even need to be trained. They're going to be set apart. They're going to be told, okay, wait, we'll tell you the feedback, but you'll never hear from them ever again.
Wait, light-skinned and being pretty are two different things. There's pretty privilege and there's light skin privilege.
Yes,
they're
two different things.
True, but then colorism is on the basis that because you're light skin, you're pretty. I hope you yes.
That's the standard that has been set.
Yes, that's the standard. Because you're light skin, you automatically sell on a billboard. Because you're light skin, you are easier on the eye. And I think that's where colonialism comes in, because the standard is white. So the closer you are to white, the better or the prettier or the more equipped you are. If what I'm saying is being put across.
Really, I think those are two different things. And like there's dark chocolate, beautiful, and you can be dark, and we're all beautiful in God's eyes.
But can you be light and?
Yes, you can. You can have the color.
No, anyway, beauty is relative. You can't start calling out people at nose, and it's not beauty is relative.
Yeah, but then you can have the color, but not be, that beautiful compared to a dark chocolate beautiful.
I feel like in these types of situations, let me say the light skins and those dark melanin people are the ones who are actually like uplifted. Because if you see in the modeling industry, if they were to pick between a brown skin and a dark skin, they'll pick the dark skin, because brown skin is not that model African type of vibe. They feel like the Africans are more represented by the dark skin. But if you come to these other perspectives, they prefer the light skins. So now the brown skins who are in between the two feel that impact. They are felt like, oh, okay, let us just sit down because we're not considered that beautiful.
Allow me to maybe bring a point across. 2024, Chidima Adeshina and Miale Ro, Miss Universe South Africa.
Yes.
Miale Ro allegedly has got South African blood, and she's black. Chidima, Nigerian, born in South Africa, etc., etc. The person that they picked over Chidima, who is, as Candice is putting it, at dark African beauty and everything like that, they chose Miale Ro, who is clearly a light-skinned woman. I just wanted to.
Beautiful?
No. Wait. She is beautiful, but then you see the standard there. Like Chidima cut off immediately. They bought Miale Ro.
Okay, you guys.
That's not what they're looking for, Kaili.
I feel like if you qualify to be, if light skin is needed for the billboard, you qualify. If the dark skin is needed for modeling, you qualify.
We're trying to break that stereotype.
We're trying to break that. We don't want that.
But again, I think that's what you mean by it. The aesthetics are in the eyes of the beholder. So now we leave that part because obviously it's a broken system. We now want to talk about us and how we feel about these systems that have been put in place. And I think you have a greater experiment or a position to speak of the emotional toil of what colorism might bring on.
Yeah, I feel like it can actually have an impact on self-esteem and mental well-being of those with a different color. I'll say different color. I don't want to really specify it on dark skin because I have a scenario like in high school. For me, I was the lightest in my intake, right? And then now me being me, I love to interact with people. I used to interact with the ablution mothers, the people in the kitchen, the workers, everyone and stuff like that. And I was friends with my seniors, right? Now my what do you call them? Grade mate, take mates, peers, colleagues, whatever. And the ones below didn't like that. Because now that I'm interactive with the teachers, the chef and whatever, I get free, more beef in the kitchen. Because they're...
I have a question for you, Candice. Do you feel like because if you were not the skin color that you're in, that would still have been you?
So long. Okay, for me, I took it like I'm friends with these people. I help them when I need to help them.
Coming back to what Shabia said, that the people that are receiving the privilege don't feel it. Because to you, it's normal. Like to you, you believe there's many other things, which is true. Many other things that you've put in place to get yourself to that position. But being superficial human beings, she got there because she's light. Look at her. The teachers like her
and
because
that's
she looks
the thing.
like this.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. People in the lower grade didn't like that, and they thought, just because she's light skinned, but they never knew that I was actually helping these people and I was being interactive with them. You see, but then people get to judge. No, because she's light, and I don't like that and I don't support that because me myself, I was just being me. And at some point, I started thinking like I used to have internal negative messages to myself like, oh, am I in the wrong place? Why do people think this about me and stuff like that? Am I wrong to be light? you know. So I just said, no. I figured out, and I'm like, no. I should be happy in my skin. I should embrace it. I should, you know.
I get what Candice is trying to say, because you're on the darker side, like you're not the one receiving the privilege. In your head, you think, oh, the only reason Candice is getting what she's getting is because
she's
but they're not looking at the fact that she's actually being kind with these people. You know, she's actually interacting with them in that level so that she gets those privileges.
And we're not arguing Candice's efforts. We're not arguing what she's done. What we're arguing is if Candice was a similar shade like me,
and you're doing exactly what I'm doing.
Because first impressions matter. So if Candice was the same skin as me, I'm not that dark, but if we were the same, what's this? Would it still be? And you know, that what if question is what really drives the narrative. And I think what Candice has said, you know, she's received hate for her skin color because she's in a lighter position. George, you say you have given an example of your industry. Do you receive or do you feel any negative emotions because you're not a skin color? And have you ever thought of changing that?
I've never thought of changing my skin color. I will start off from there. Mostly the people around me are the ones that have experienced, you know, this whole emotional toll on them around, you know, light skins and so on and so forth. So they would be the ones who, you know, they would think, oh, maybe if I was a lighter skin shade, that would happen. Like, this is where even bleaching comes from, like the whole bleaching creams, the whole that person with the salon who sells the bleaching creams, and
you know, darling.
And it's because they want to appear much more appealing and much more desirable, and especially in the media industry, there's this whole unspoken notion that the lighter you are, the better equipped you are to deliver on an assignment, which is something that a whole lot of people who are actually dark skinned are combating. So I'll get into that a little later on.
Okay, so like let me just get back to what everyone has said about like the privileges and everything like that. I feel like you can't see it, but it's happening. Because when I was younger, I was like really dark. I don't know if
what happened. What happened?
I was like really dark. No, as a baby I was light, and then I just went shades darker. Like I was just going from dark to dark to dark.
You
to
just went your natural.
Yes. And then I was at a school where like we were like with a lot of people who are light and they're Indians involved and everything like that. So I was really not treated as well. But the other people were more uplifted than me. So that's how I felt it, like, oh, okay, so because they look like that and everything like that. But the more I grew up, the more my skin tone just started changing over time. I don't know why, but the privilege started coming back. Like I could now see like, okay, now I'm getting more privileges compared to like when I was darker.
So you like being light?
No, I don't like being light
because
I actually embraced being dark because they gave me a nickname in primary that I won't say, it's really bad, and I actually started embracing that. And then the moment I just started becoming lighter, I felt my confidence go low. That's why in grade 8, grade 9, somewhere there, I wasn't really that person.
Are you dark? Are you light? Let us know. Okay, we're going to open up the phone lines later on to answer this question, but we take a break. On the other side, more conversations about light skin privilege and everything in the middle.
FM. The heat is on.
The heat is on Hot 87.7, and we're talking all things colorism and light skin privilege. It's been quite interesting and intriguing to hear what everybody has to say. But remember, we had voice notes from our people, and we're going to listen to one of them so that we can kind of usher you in through the phone lines. The number to call 0974 870 877 0974 870 877. Do you believe colorism exists, and are you on the receiving positive end or negative end of that conversation? I guess we have somebody that is on the line.
Hello, you're through to Hot FM. Who are we speaking to?
Good afternoon. This is Gwen. I'm calling you from within Lusaka.
Yes, Gwen. Please go ahead.
Yes. Your topic is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, growing up as a millennial, we were told that being dark is dirt. So you find that most of our colleagues that we used to be dark together, melanin dripping together, they're now light-skinned colored, eh? So it was hectic growing up. Like when you're told to say, no, you don't bath enough because of your skin color. So I think we just need to change our mindset.
Yeah.
We need to embrace the fact that, yes, being dark is also being human. Being dark can accord you privileges. Being dark can accord you multiple things in life. So being a person that has accepted from childhood, because I was a bit feisty when I was a kid, accepting the fact that I'm dark, yes, I'm beautiful, encouraging myself throughout childhood. I think the people who raised me did a great job. They made sure to know that I'm beautiful in my own skin.
That's right.
So the people that give out or dish out this colorism thing, they need a bit of education about being human first.
Yes. No, thank you so much, Gwen.
Yeah, before anything. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And for that, thank you so much for your input. We have a ticket for you, and you can come with your +1, courtesy of Levy Cinemas, from Monday to Thursday. You can come through and say, Gen Z sent you.
Okay, thank you. Oh my, that's so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Right. She talked about having to change a mindset, and that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to break the stereotype of people saying, "Oh no, I'm dark, that's why I'm not getting stuff." "Oh no, I'm light, that's why I'm getting stuff." So I feel like social media has really played a certain kind of role to helping those people define who they are. There are certain people, like the way Shabia said, she was younger and she thought, "Oh my God, I'm too dark," and stuff like that. But social media has come to sit on that gap, you know what I mean? Because we've seen the influencers that we have currently. Some of them are not light, you know. I don't want to mention them, but there's those that are not light, you know, and there are those that are okay being in their own skin, and they're making other people believe that even if you're dark, you can still achieve that, which you can still become an influencer, you can still be on a billboard, you can still date that guy that you want to date, you know.
Hello, you're through to Hot FM. Who are we speaking to?
Hello.
Hello, who are we speaking to?
This is Patience.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, just join this thing. Yeah, that's interested.
Sorry, we can't really get you.
Unfortunately, we lost the call. Remember to be clear as you call in. Don't just, ensure that the radio is off, and also speak through the phone clearly. But go ahead, George.
The first caller, Gwen, is it? I agree. For people with darker skin tones, kumabura kwa time yakuti wa mbokufipako. And I remember kwenza time is nabana mbofipako in my teen years, yeah. And there were just people iwala ko samba iwe. It was all sweat iwe ukasamba. And I would take like time sometimes mubafa like kutenga time ngasini mamuna funga cheka 10 minutes kusamba. Sometimes I would take like maybe even 20 to 30 minutes just trying to clean the quote unquote dirt off certainly sweateko, but ndine black. And I accepted that ndine wa black. You get what I mean? So it really does take a toll on different people.
I think George Nzosola maningi chemo muzuba nizuba che, because honestly, personally, I don't think I am light skinned, because none of my parents are light, you know what I mean?
You don't think you're light skinned?
But I don't think I am, please. Okay. I don't think I am. But then in my family, minus anyway, in my family they consider me as, oh no, she's so light and whatever. So now when I'm looking at my siblings, I say, that's the difference between you and I. That's where my color comes from. But no.
I think we would go on and on talking, but the main purpose of the conversation is to help everybody listening in that you are beautiful and you should get comfortable in the skin that you have gotten.
That's right. And maybe you need to do a few daily affirmations. You are beautiful, you're amazing. It doesn't matter whether you're light or you're dark. I mean, all of us were created in the image of God. We have a core,
Hello, you're through to Hot FM. Who are we speaking to?
We lost the call, unfortunately. So I was saying we're all made in the image of God. You got to love yourself. I think the point that we're trying to bring across is, despite you being light or despite you being dark, you need to understand one thing, and that is we're all human first. And in light of us being human, we need to love one another, and we need to show each other love and affection at all times.
Hello, you're through to Hot FM. Who are we speaking to?
Maxwell on the line.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, pretty interesting topic there.
Thank you so much.
My contribution for me personally would be, does light skin privilege exist? Yes, it does.
Okay.
And why do I say so? Is because mostly we've got an identity crisis. So we've grown up with looking at people, know they're light skin and shiny. That's what's cool, right? I think Shabir said something about you can only notice it if you're on the receiving end. Like, you can't notice it if you're on the receiving end. That's true. You've talked about how you've been in school, Candice. You've been in school and you've been like, that's just how you are. You're naturally like that. But trust me, there are certain light-skinned people that I know that they know they are light, and because there's that privilege that exists, they use that to their advantage. So there are certain light skins like you, Candice, who's just you. You are just you. But then there are certain people that use that to their advantage. So light skin privilege does exist.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm actually shocked that you know how to. And I'm sure you listen, you tune in all the time. Yeah. No, thank you so much. And because of that, because of your input, we have a ticket for you. So please go through with your +1, courtesy of Levy Cinemas, between Monday and Thursday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
I think the best thing really is to embrace it, like we've said, embrace your skin and be confident about it. I think one thing is you have to create that inclusive and equitable environment or society for yourself, and then I think you'll be able to do anything.
But relationship-wise, I just want to ask a question. What do you prefer? What do you prefer, Shabir?
Chocolate.
Chocolate and caramel. And Wellington?
A woman of God.
It doesn't matter.
Me, God knows my prayer points. It's just as long as it's between me and God.
Candice?
That's all.
Yeah, say I'm Wellington.
Candice,
what's wrong with you guys?
Candice,
What's
please
wrong with
say.
you?
Because I will fight you on this one. Candice, say.
No, so long he's ticking all the boxes. I mean,
what
he's
boxes?
God-fearing.
And he resembles the sun.
No, you guys. My ex was dark. Come on, but then so long he's ticking the boxes. Thank you so much.
Judge.
A woman after God's own heart. Like I'm just gonna be legit. As long as she bad, as long as she fine. Woo! My father, my God.
What about you,
Namula? No, me. I can't. No.
I'm not a relationship. I said, "Don't kutika pambaola kamba ndiwele."
No, me. I like dark skin guys. I can't lie. Light skin, sininga. We don't go together. We don't click.
It's been a great conversation on Gen Z Central, speaking colorism and light skin privilege. You can be part of the conversation on social media as well. We shared our post earlier on in the day, but also follow us on our personal handles. Get into the inbox and let us know your thoughts, how things are doing, what's happening. Because we're celebrating melanin and we're celebrating something special right here. Our last song has to be in that particular line. But remember, we're here because Levy Cinemas gives us the opportunity to make your days and weekends as well special because they're showing the best of movies. I know Marvel announced its
Doomsday Avengers is coming 2027, if not 2026. Then Thunderbolts is coming this May, so you have a lot to look forward to. Superman is coming somewhere in December, November there, so you have a lot that you need to look forward to if you're a nerd. Anyway, also Demon Slayer is coming.
Okay. Anyway, you've heard it from George. You can watch all your favorite movies on the big screen with good sound there. Wrapping us up is Sauti So featuring Pataranking with Melanin. We'll see you again next week.
When a good girl gone bad, what you gonna do? Run, go meet a dad. You know what I do. Well, this is Southeast Hall, but the ranking what best. Yo, watch this. Love confession. She's a heartbreaker. She bend over backbreaker. Steaming hot water vapor. I wanna date her. She's a heartbreaker. She bend over backbreaker. Steaming hot water vapor. Oh, yeah. I wanna date her. So tell me why you do me so. So tell me why you do me so. Baby, me never let you go. Girl, me never let you go. So tell me why you do me so. Tell me why you do me so. Charlie, me never let you go. Tell me never let you go. Me spend all me money, spend all me cash. Call you me honey, but you threw me pon trash. And you think say me gon' leave you like that? No way. Why you do me like that, yeah? Girl, I'm waiting on you, even if them hating on you. But me never send them go. In my life, I've never seen melanin so dark. You're a queen of the dance floor. Night socialite when I rubby scene, baby. Would you put me in your diary? In my life, I've never seen melanin so dark. You're a queen of the dance floor. Night socialite when I rubby scene, baby. Would you put me in your diary? She's a heartbreaker. She bend over backbreaker. Steaming hot water vapor. I wanna date her. She's a heartbreaker. She bend over backbreaker. Steaming hot water vapor. Oh, yeah. I wanna date her. So tell me why you do me so. So tell me why you do me so. Baby, me never let you go. Girl, me never let you go. So tell me why you do me so. Tell me why you do me so. Charlie, me never let you go. Tell me never let you go.
I think I saw you in the magazine, or maybe on TV. Looking me up close when you're queen, you're a queen. And if you know me well, you know I don't kiss and tell, but I want you to myself, baby.
In my life, yo, me never seen melanin so dark. You're the queen of the dance floor. Night session like on the legacy, baby. Won't you put me in your diary? In my life, yo, me never seen